Show.
All right, so we are back, guys, with another episode interview with Tyler Sr. and the Meadowlarks, and Tyler Sr. is on the video. Tyler, how you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a productive week. We've got this festival for charity coming up, and we're getting everything ready for that. It's a festival held here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It benefits the National Alliance for Mental Illness,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, 50% of proceeds go to charity, and then the rest is split amongst the bands and artists. So it's going to be a really, really cool time.
That's awesome.
We're hoping it can be kind of a unique opportunity to bring people who otherwise wouldn't interact together, on a community level. And, that's with the hopes that people can kind of follow suit later on in their own ways.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah.
There's we talk a lot about mental illness, on the podcast every now and then, and it's great to see that there's charities and people doing stuff for it. We would love to do stuff for it, except we don't have any money, so we just more so talk about it and get the word out, of what to do. And
Well, that's kind of partially my job too. I'm a parent of parental alienation. I also dealt with some pretty nasty abuse
okay.
in a relationship that I left. And
Oh, really?
I know it's kind of unconventional for guys to report things like that, right? But
Yeah,
I'm sure, as most of us know, it's just as common. Like, just because it looks
for
different,
sure.
it can be done by both people. So
Yeah,
I think kind of up to this point, the world has just not kind of embraced the fact that, men can be victims of domestic violence too. And, I'm a survivor, I'm not ashamed to talk about it.
yeah,
I've been through my fair share of stuff and back, but, I'm hoping that this band, our music, and the legacy that we're trying to create can be something that people can look at and be like, see, recovery, healing is possible. You can
yeah,
get you over these terrible things that you've experienced in life, and you can really use all of that bad to create something truly beautiful.
for sure. I mean, if you look at the Johnny Depp scenario, that was I think a big light on the difficulties of the other side of women with men. You know,
Yeah, and
I tr
I don't think this book got enough attention. Really, I have it, and it's one that I'm kind of working my way through. But Alec Baldwin, the actor,
Oh, yeah.
he was a father of parental alienation too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he wrote a whole book about it.
And what's it called?
So
Parental alienation? I'm
no,
just I think I'm just
I don't
ignorant
have
to
it.
that word.
Parental alienation. Well,
Yeah.
basically, what that stands for is, people using false narratives or hurtful tactics, or manipulating the system, things like that, to kind of leverage a family apart. You
Yeah.
know, to separate the children from having their natural father and their mother, and it's kind of like quiet erasure. You know, you fight it and you fight it and you exhaust all your resources for it, right? And you know it kind of came about to where I ended up being withheld from my kids for about 3 years for
Oh,
no good
geez.
reason, on and off. Yeah, but it's getting better. I'm working on beating it, and I feel really great that we're coming to an end to it finally.
That's
But
good,
it's
man.
going to be one of those things that a lot of people have to really wake up to, and see that your kids are worth fighting for. They're
Yeah.
worth exhausting every penny if you need to.
Oh, 100%. I have kids, and I would do the same thing. I'd take a bullet for them, and that's without saying, that just happens. I think it's the natural thing in life that you will just die for your kids. I mean, there's some people
um
that won't,
what
but
One thing that's always resonated for me, and honestly, man, like, in that situation, I absolutely would. If it was me or them, it's obviously going to be me.
yeah,
uh but a little nickname that I've kind of adopted lately is, I'm the bear.
Yeah.
I'm a big freaking, I'm a brown bear as a father.
Hmm.
And, the bear is the protector. And,
Yeah.
bears have a lot of wisdom, stuff like that. If you're really looking at through a naturalist point of view and whatnot. So I think there's kind of that bear in all fathers, the papa bear.
Oh, for sure.
And when you really, really put somebody in a position to where they're having to fight for their lives just to be in front of their kids, you hear about parents um, having incredible feats of strength, and lifting a car off of their kid or something,
Yeah. And there's
Um,
been videos of it, you know?
there is something truly special about, a healthy parent's love for their children.
Yeah. Now, is that what is that a lot of the songs that you write about? Is it pertaining to that?
No,
Or
no,
is
not
it,
always. I
kind
mean,
of
I do
like,
write songs. I do write songs about it. Howl in particular, it'll have some of our familiar pop and Beach Boys and, fun
yeah,
elements to it, but
yeah,
Howl takes a little bit more of a serious tone. Sucker is a love song record. It's all sweet and, I'm we're all really proud of it. I got to be honest with you. It turned out great. Colbert did amazing with the mastering. Um, and then Howl focuses a lot about my kids. The title track is written for my kids alone. And in the end of the song, it's, I sing a promise to them. And I really can't wait to share that. I
yeah.
performed it 2 nights ago. I played a little local gig that was just kind of impromptu. Played it. Audience received it really, really well.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and then this record in between, I don't know if I'm allowed to release the title just yet, but I'm really excited about it because it's going to kind of transition in between the style that we used for Sucker, and then
Hmm.
we're going to go to this next record, which will be a mini album, and then we're going to go towards Howl, which is a 14 to 16 track album with an intro and
Oh,
outro.
damn.
Um, yeah, so there's some big moves planned in the
Y-
next 2 years alone. Um, but we're trying to kind of follow the lead of Portugal the Man in their early career. They cranked
Oh,
out like
okay.
6 albums a
Yeah.
year for a couple of years.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy? I just recently got into Portugal the Man. And
yeah.
I've heard of them before, but I've actually started listening to them. Um,
I really recommend if you haven't heard it all the way through. Chris Black changed my life.
Chris Black.
Yep, the
Okay.
album's called Chris Black changed my life,
Oh,
and
I
it's
thought you
got
were telling me
songs
about
like
another
Dummy on it.
artist. Okay.
What's that?
I thought you
No,
were telling
it's
me
yeah.
there was another artist called Chris Black. I thought it was like a Clint
No,
Black thing. Yeah.
no. I don't know much about the character Chris Black. I mean, he's
Okay.
holding a skateboard, so maybe he's a skateboarder.
I think he's probably a skateboarder. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So you crank out are you the one that typically writes the music?
Yeah, I write the songs, and then our songwriting process for this last one was really unique. Um, we're hoping to finish Howl in studio. This next one, I think I'm going to try and tackle myself again. But we recorded it in 7 different states, respectively, across the U.S. And I would write the songs. I'd write these semi-completed demos, sometimes with drums and everything already, just to kind of get the general vibe, and then I'd strip it down to a click track, send it out to the members, and they would just get a section of the song, like the core parts of the song,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to mix everybody's parts in and then have, them be uh, put off from playing something they might hear because they think it would interfere with another musician's part.
Yeah.
Um, so I like to kind of keep a level of collaboration, but also a little bit of mystery. So each band member can send me, 3 or 4 tracks of different things they hear. And then I can take them on my computer and, kind of mix and mash them and arrange them in a way that makes sense. And it's one of the key components that's really created some really unique sounds from us. Um,
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
How many people are in the
and
band
then
altogether?
The lineup changes pretty frequently. For this last record, we had about 7 members total involved, um, all playing different parts. We had a surprise addition to the lineup for that one, and it looks like he might be joining us for this next one as well. But the wonderful Jonathan Bear Swift, are you familiar?
Who is it again?
Jonathan Bear Swift?
I know I know his sister,
Yeah.
Taylor.
Did you know Richard Swift?
No, I know Taylor Swift.
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh, okay. So I was just trying to be funny.
No.
No, I haven't heard the
Yeah.
name before.
No, Richard Swift, he was signed to Secretly Canadian in the end of his career. And he was the drummer for bands such as the Arcs. And he played
Oh,
in the
okay.
Shins, created some
Oh, I know the Shins, yeah.
incredible solo music.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And if you haven't heard it, I highly recommend it. My favorite album from him is definitely going to be The Atlantic Ocean or Dressed Up for the Letdown.
Okay.
But
Damn.
he sang some funny songs, some beautiful songs, some drunk songs, and some sad songs. And really created quite a legacy for himself in the time that he was here. And
Yeah.
he's a big influence of mine. So having his younger brother a part of the band for, you know, he was on the theremin and Frank's
Oh,
version of
yeah.
Sucker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Jonathan.
Oh,
And
nice.
he kind of blew my mind with that because I had been searching for probably 2 months for somebody to do a theremin part in that song because I could
I
hear it in my head.
I
And
always wanted to learn how to play a theremin.
dude, pick it up. I mean, the hardest thing is, you've got to manipulate the frequency around the antenna in a way that makes
Yeah, like
sense
they
because, you don't have, yeah.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite touches, though, was those cosmic swells after the first chorus and in the very end of Sucker off the theremin. It just sounds like a rocket launching off
That's awesome.
almost. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But, that kind of ties into our Flaming Lips influence.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you have all these bands that are influenced, and then you did mention the Beach Boys. I'm sure you're influenced by the Beach Boys as well, right?
Oh, I love Brian Wilson. The Beach Boys, I mean, that's top
Yeah.
5 easily.
So
I'm actually working on a song that's kind of inspired by him in a dream I had.
oh, really?
Um,
When
yeah.
me and Matt here used to be in the band, used to be in a band a long time ago, probably about 20 years ago. But
Yeah.
I wrote a song about Dennis Wilson. It was like a tribute to him. It was called "Ghosts on the Ocean" because you probably know that he drowned while he was surfing. So it's crazy,
Yeah.
the amount of influence that they have on people. And it's just not Brian Wilson, it's I mean all the Wilsons, and then you got, the Al Jardines, and I mean we can mention what's his name, Mike Love, but he's just kind of there. But I'm heavily, heavily influenced by the Beatles, and then Beach Boys I would say is my probably number 2. But yeah.
That seems fair, honestly. I
Yeah.
was real big on the Beatles coming up. I was a Lennon guy, but I still love
So
Paul
am I.
McCartney.
Lennon
Yeah,
is my dude. Like my son's name is Lennon.
really.
Yeah, my
That is
son's name is
awesome.
Lennon, and then my other kid's name Miles after Miles Davis.
I've got 4 sons. So,
Damn, that's a lot
yeah,
of penises in one house.
yeah, whole lot of penis. But they're my best friends. They're
For
just
sure.
like
For
me,
sure.
and they're gonna grow up and they're gonna have an immense amount of musical talent as well.
Yeah,
With me being a multi instrumentalist, all my kids have shown interest in either singing or playing piano or
that's good.
guitar, um, or even some of the more intelligent side of things like robotics or um, game design. My older son, uh, they're really, really, really incredible young men.
That's awesome. Yeah, my one son Miles, he's really, really into the Beatles now. Like his room almost looks like my room, like it did when I was a kid. Like, but That's all he's been listening to is the Beatles nonstop. And it's not like that I forced it into him, maybe a little bit. Um, but he's just constant Beatles. And it's great. It's great to see, your influence on such a young mind and a young person.
I think my favorite would be Magical Mystery Tour.
Album or song?
Favorite Beatles album.
Album.
I
Yeah.
can't pick a song,
Yeah, no. I,
but
I think I can.
Blue Jay
And
Way just really stood
oh,
out to me.
that's a fucking amazing song. The White
Yeah.
Album is probably my favorite album, but one of my favorite songs by them is "I Want You, She's So Heavy."
Oh yeah. That one's
That's
so good.
probably a big one. What about you, Matt? Matt just kind of gets shy on camera
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, I'm not just you're just rambling on.
He's only done this 500,000 times, but Matt gets a little shy.
I don't listen to the Beatles
I'm a
all that.
little awkward by nature, but I think I do pretty good with these
Oh,
podcast
so is
interviews.
Matt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. What do you got to say, Matt?
about the Beatles,
No, just about anything.
about anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Any
what do you
questions
want
about
to
our
say?
music?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's what we're here for. Is questions about his music. That's why
What question?
I'm looking at you, wondering why we're talking about the Beatles for 10 minutes.
Question away.
Okay, how long have you guys been together as a band?
Um, about 2.5 years now.
Two and a
It
half.
started off just myself, but I knew for a fact, going into it, I'm like, this is gonna be a mini super group if I can make it happen.
All
And
right.
some of the members came on kind of gradually. It started off just me and Jared Collinger, and we hit it off amazing. We recorded some early demo stuff, some covers, stuff I recorded in a shed in Georgia.
Oh, nice.
And then then slowly Darren added on, and then Nick and Matthew and the legendary Franklins from Starflyer 59. He's played with bands like Pedro the Lion,
Okay.
so many good artists.
I think I have
So
heard Pedro the Lion.
yeah, led by David Bazan.
I don't know the names, but that sounds so familiar. But yeah,
You
maybe.
should really look him up.
Okay.
Um, they're
Yeah.
all kind of a part of the same circle,
Yeah.
with Velvet Blue music and everything like that. And
Okay.
Jeff is amazing
Yeah.
from VBM. He's consistently known for just dropping amazing releases left and right. So
Damn. So this new album that you guys recorded, so this is the album that's about what you'd say about 16 songs, 18,
What is the
uh,
album he's going to record?
the
or you're
full length,
going to record?
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be about 16 songs with an
Okay.
intro and an outro.
You know what you should do? I have a suggestion for you. You should go
What's that?
back and you know how bands used to just have like a fucking 10-minute silent at the end and then a surprise song came. You should start that again. I miss that.
You know what? I think we will.
Yeah.
I miss that. The album that comes to mind when I think about that is were either of you ever a fan of The Used?
I like the used, yeah, but I don't know which one you're talking about in particular.
It was In Love and Death. No,
Okay.
I think so. I think it was In Love and Death. But they had like a probably 5 to 7 minute silence at the end, and then a random song about quesadillas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck ever
You
happened
know,
to that shit? I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, what happened to the creativity of leaving silence and then scaring the shit out of you while you're the fucking like just, in your zone.
Yeah, especially like when you're
maybe we need
driving.
to bring back hidden messages in our vinyl.
Oh yeah. Just reverse it and just see what everyone's saying. Or I remember the
Yeah.
vinyls, like people would write onto the actual vinyls of different things, I know Tom Petty did a lot of it, John Lennon did a lot of it. A lot of bands in the 70s wrote on the actual vinyl. Now, they didn't write it, but it was inscribed in the vinyl like a hidden message.
Yeah,
That's what
you can
needs to
totally
happen.
do that. You can etch it.
Yeah.
One thing that I definitely want to do with all of our releases moving forward with Sucker, we've got digital format. We've got CD. It's on all the streaming platforms that your heart could desire. But the digital cassette is great. I love it. And we've still got some left. It's super limited. We're probably only going to do like 50. And it's
Yeah.
transparent red. It's on our Bandcamp. But moving forward, I want to focus on really analog formats. Streaming will be there, but we need to bring back CDs and tapes and records and like stuff people can really go to shows and put their hands on. Bring
That's
home and interact with, because there's nothing better than putting on a record
for sure.
on your record player and just being able to sit and listen to the whole thing through.
That's becoming popular again. People are starting to it's becoming more popular as the years go by, because it's the digital format. It's, and we talk about this many times on the podcast, is that you don't have that touch and that feel of an album or a CD or even a cassette tape. Definitely not an 8-track. I don't like 8 tracks. The audio files are way out. They sounded shitty to me.
We're gonna bring back Edison cylinders.
Oh shit. Okay. Man.
You better
You're
start
gonna have
selling
to
the
spend like
players too.
$500 on equipment just to play our album. So it'll be great.
That's the thing. You can sell the players.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna
Extra
have
income.
And then you guys could sign it. It'll be a great time. And but it's that physical touch of something, and I think that's what the world is missing, the physical touch. I know that's what Matt's missing. But
and another thing you get with physical merch too is like you get the full experience of the artwork. You get the lyric sleeve, you get a thanks section, you get to know about the people who created the record, and you can read along with the words, because sometimes lyrics can be subdued over reverb for emotional effect, or just spatial audio effect.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to have reference when you don't have to just hop on Google and
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Look it up that way. Yeah.
All right. So let's get into your song here that you want us to play here. So what is the song that you would like us to play?
Let's go for If You'll Have Me As I Am.
Okay. If You'll Have Me As I Am.
Track 3.
Is this can I get this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on YouTube, or you can get it on Spotify, Apple Play, any of those places.
Okay. So, what time is it? All right.
It would be track 3.
Track 3.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to us about the song If You'll Have Me As I Am. How did you write this?
The song was kind of one of those things. I go through these periods with music, and lately I've been kind of luckily stuck in a groove of just perpetually creating new songs. So we're gonna have so much stuff to work with. But I have these things, and it just kind of hits me either in a dream or like lightning. And that song, I was going through some really hard stuff and having to face some really hard realizations when I wrote it. But it went from the song that I didn't want to write to predicting something I never expected would come. So it's great. It's a really important, significant song, and it's about finding that person who really sees you and asking them, like, hey, here I am, imperfect and all, flaws, but here I am. I'm yours if you'll have me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And it was heavily inspired by Jason Martin of Starflyer 59. But, regardless of your past or whatever, you've always got the next, 50 years to move forward in a direction that's good. And so I've found that even though I've been through some truly unimaginable horrors in my life, like all of it just fuels this creative beast that is Tyler Sr. and the Meadowlarks.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome, dude. All right. Well, let's give it a listen.
Yeah.
So you win a prize. Um,
He won a prize.
you,
What are we sending him?
Okay. So like,
I don't
do
know.
I get like a gift basket or birthday
Yeah, we're
cake
gonna
or
send you a
how does
gift
this work?
basket. What's your address? Tell us
Yeah.
it.
Some. Yeah. I'll give it out on air.
Yeah,
We'll see who
yeah.
shows up.
We need your address and your phone number and your social
I'm
security.
gonna send you a gift basket. You're not probably gonna want it though.
Yeah,
We also need the answers to all your security questions on your accounts,
yeah,
just
all
for
of them.
research.
Yeah, just that's all we're gonna do. This is the podcast that is, we try to get as much information as we can for your fans.
Yeah. We like
um,
to use that information to really pay back to the fans that listen.
I mean, any good musician will give their social security number out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I personally like to just give my blood type too, just in
Yeah.
case anybody
Hey,
needs an
fuck it.
unwilling
You might as
donor.
well. You might as well.
Mother's
Yeah.
maiden name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but in all
Street I grew up
seriousness,
on.
so how do you have any merch that your fans could buy, that other people could buy that are listening? Where do we find that at?
You can find that on merchia.com/Tyler Senior and the Meadowlarks. And that's SR. And we've got some really cool shirts up there. Some of the shirts were designed by our own Nick Stiverson and then Nathan Shoemaker. And I designed a shirt, and we've got a brand new one up that I just designed. And then, we're kind of going to try and follow the steps of Me Without You. Are you familiar with them?
No,
No.
sorry. I feel like you're judging me though. That I don't
I
know who
am
they are.
a little bit,
Yeah, you
you know.
looked into my soul on that one.
Yeah, I didn't like what I saw. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie,
Yeah, I don't
but
like what I see when I look in the mirror, so it's fine.
oh, you shouldn't do that to yourself.
I just like to make things awkward. It's fine. Just go, go
That's
ahead.
good. Trust me, I'll make him just as awkward. I'll match that energy.
Good.
But no, in all reality, this sucker EP, we cranked it out. Man, I busted my butt on this. Like legitimately, we cranked it out in about 2.5 months, start to finish, and really the overall sound was great. I handled all the final mixes and everything myself, and everybody's parts sounded great. But what really, really added that magic shine to it was Christopher Colbert at National Freedom in Oregon. Um, he's also another one of Richard Swift's buddies. They
Okay.
were musical partners, and he's really done some incredible work for us. And I look forward to having him a part of the future releases too. Just because everything he does it's got that analog warmth. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. And that's awesome, dude. And what I want to do is like, you know, is talk about your music. Right now is from what I've heard, um, from it. And this is kind of what I get out of it because I think it's cool to hear it from different perspectives of people and actually talk about it. So my first thought when I listen to the music is first off, you're super talented. You know,
Thank you so much.
no problem. And there, when you mentioned the Beach Boys, that's why I kind of brought it up. That's kind of what I had in mind when I heard some of the songs, that we listened to on Spotify, and it has that very melodic type song, and you can feel, and this is cool. This is cool. You don't get this much from people, but you could feel what you're feeling when you're writing that song, and that's the magic that not a lot of artists or musicians have, and you do have it. So that's awesome, man. Like that, and
That
I'm
means a
not
lot.
fucking around right now. Like I'm being serious. Like when I listen to your music, because I like to not analyze music. I like to listen to it and enjoy it. But it's just how you feel. It's like taking the feeling of songs. So there's that aspect in it. The production is really good. There's a lot of stuff that is sent to us, and
Thank you.
it's not as good, and that's fine. Because people some people don't know how to do it, or
Well,
some
we get a
people
lot
are
of
good
stuff
at it.
done to us where it's really good music, really good, they're talented as hell, but they don't have the production value. They
Yeah,
can't afford the
and
production
that's
value. They
fine.
can't do it
It's fine.
themselves, and it's fine. We still play it because we know it's still good music.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a number two
Well,
thing. And dude, that's why we like to talk about that, because I know that as an artist and musician ourselves, like it's good to hear like different aspects of how other people take your music. And we're just some podcast here that's just does this, but that's how I feel about it. And I'm sure we
Oh
were
yeah.
kind of talking about it, and we were kind of discussing the same things even before this podcast. So it's really something to be proud of, man. Not a lot of people have it, and you do have it.
thank you so much. You could say it runs in the family.
Yeah. Oh, so is it
Yeah.
like a so is this from your relatives or parents or?
No, it's just kind of something that's in my bloodlines, really. A lot of musicians in our family and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
can't dive too far into that, right
Yeah.
now, but
Yeah, no, it's
a
fine.
lot of musical talent, and realistically, with your kind of backtrack into your comment about being able to feel, the
Yeah.
music and what I'm singing, what we're trying to convey, like that is the most important thing to me. So thank you so much for that.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't write songs that are filler material. I'd rather just sit there and stall on a release for 8 months before I fill it with something I'm not proud of.
Yeah. And it's
So I'm
it's
a little
great
bit
you can hear
OCD,
that.
but uh, not in an overbearing way, I don't think.
No.
Uh,
Uh-uh.
but there's just music nowadays just kind of lacks emotional depth. Like you can listen to it, you can dance to
A
it, you
hundred
can vibe
percent.
to it or whatever, but it takes a really special breed to be able to move somebody to tears with a song, or to like just brighten somebody's day, or just be that song or that artist people can listen to and be like, hey, this dude fucking gets it you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
I'll tell
um
you, the last time that I listened to an album or a song that actually made me in tears, and not many songs can do it, is the Foo Fighters album. That one song at the end,
Oh yeah.
"You Could Rest."
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what it's
Rust.
called. I don't know if you listen to it, but really fucking good
yeah, I've
song, man.
listened
That
to a
made me
lot of
to
Foo
tears.
Fighters.
Yeah.
Ordinary
Um,
Man by Ozzy, that one recently has really kind of been gutting me.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I mean, even after the death, there's a lot of been Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Crowley's one of my fucking favorite songs. But
yeah. I mean,
anyway,
it was gut wrenching though to see how much pain he was obviously in that
yeah,
performance.
yeah, for sure. But we have 2 minutes
Yeah.
left, man. So this is kind of where we go off on a tangent of where are you playing next, and are you going to be playing? We're from Chicago. Are you going to be playing Chicago anytime? We always go and support our musicians that we do play, and anything else you want to promote.
I'm trying to put together a tour of some sort right now. Um, I've been doing a lot of one-offs. I've got some plans to go towards OKC and stuff here soon. Maybe hit Dallas. One thing that I'm working on raising is just kind of funds for it, because once we get everything together, I'm down to tour. We've got a lot of fans in different places that would love to hear our music. Ideally, with this next release, I'd like to hit kind of the East Coast area and then come inward towards the Midwest. And then for Howl, I'd like to start out west and then kind of work our way back through some of the remaining states and just kind of give everybody a fair shake at getting to see us live. But either way, I love live shows so much. I love the energy. I love, vibing off of people and getting people to sing along. Or when I play Howl, I've started this thing where I'm trying to get everybody to howl at the end of it, and it's cute. It's
That's awesome,
sentimental.
dude. That's awesome. Well, hey, man, it's been great talking to you. We're about to get cut off, so thank you so much, dude.
No problem. Catch you soon, guys.
Have a good one,
Take
dude.
care.
Tyler Senior.
You you too. Talk to you soon.